Well-rested ink. 6:45 a.m. Sunday. Just home from the sleep study that my doctor ordered, to which my body and mind responded true to form. Not eat, pray, love, but eat, pray, panic. Yet, pray I do. May the polysonogram fix my ungodly early waking. Post-menopause, I find I drop off exhausted each night by 8 or 9, only to awaken a few hours later for the day. I imagine an Onion News headline, busy English professor and mother of 3 sleeps till 11 p.m. According to the prep handout, the polysonogram is a comprehensive test that records brain waves, blood oxygen level, heart rate, breathing, eye and leg movements. I would love to see the graph scratches around 1:30 today when I awoke. Tic-tac-toe a go-go. Can't wait to catch up on Poetry.org's Poem a Day, but first I'll record the diary entries missed while on and off the gurney at Well-Rested Ink. 8 p.m. Saturday. I pull up alongside the lone car in the lot of a sketchy location. Sketchier after hours, a generic boxy office building off the noisy Katy freeway. A magic markered note under clear plastic packing tape is stuck on the concrete wall near the door. Ring bell. Well-rested night patients only. Misleading label. Well-rested is, of course, the name of the company that hooks you up for $1,000, but I am neither well-rested nor patient. That's why I'm here in the dark, sweating, swearing, and swatting mosquitoes, freaking out, nerves ragged, on the stoop. I repeatedly press the button, unable to hear whether or not it's ringing or to intuit whether or not someone is in fact inside. The roar of traffic deafens. In my evaluation, I recommend that they add the word once, as in ring bell once. I will explain later. 8:05 p.m. Saturday. I track my disordered thoughts per cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. I'm supposed to ask whether my thoughts are true. Only the last one is. Am I at the wrong place? Did I get the time wrong? No one is here. I will never sleep. And lastly, I have to poop and pee. I've been nervous all day and thus the loose bowels. 8:06 p.m. I climb back into my car to calm down and call the number on the instruction sheet. No answer. My backseat is full of poetry books that I need to read for my class. Then I turn to see a muscular, scrub-clad young man holding the door open. For me. He is patience on a monument. 8:07 p.m. On the elevator ride up, the clinician asks my name and tells me his. Since I am only 7 minutes back inside from teetering on the ledge of panic outside, my ears are still pulsing with heartbeat. I don't actually hear his name. Indeed, I hear little but my inner voice saying, "It's cold in here, I need to pee." Though, as we wend our way to the suite, he points out the bathroom door, which I longingly ogle. I have to register first. Upon reflection, I think his name begins with D. The space is modified from what could have once been a dentist's office. We enter a reception area where I see a wall of computer monitors and a short hallway that houses 3 smaller rooms that they've converted into faux bedrooms. Inside windowless room number 2, a queen-size bed, a big, furry, silly putty pink bolster pillow, 2 giant living room style lamps on nightstands. Okay, I got that right. I asked about bedside light in advance since I must read. A huge floor fan roaring in one corner. Having forgotten Dee's name immediately and too embarrassed to ask again, we talk anyway, namelessly. I've also already forgotten the bathroom code. 7262? This is the main, but not the only idiocy of this Somna test. The bathroom is 30 yards down a super chilled, stark, linoleum hallway ablaze in fluorescent light. The suite door locks behind you, so you have to bother Derek or Darren each time you return, which in my case is often. I finally started sticking a bottle of hand sanitizer in the door jamb to cut out the step of the recurring night journey. The buzzer brings a shock to the system. Having pressed the button out there myself 500 frantic times moments before, I now understand how loudly and distressingly it rings. I know this because now that I am inside, the next desperado is out there on the stoop of well-rested clinic, pumping away at it, anxious and suspicious, and she probably has to pee too. Customer number 3 follows. Bring all in a night's work for dear Daryl. 8:10 p.m. After successfully punching in the bathroom code and putting on my pajamas, I'm back in room 2 where Dee attaches 25 sticky pads to me, one down each PJ pant leg, one Velcro belt with wires attached at my waist, a bunch on my face and head, 2 strands up my nose. I ask him what he likes to do. Read, listen to how long he's been doing this job. 16 years, night shift, with 3 would-be sleepers per night. I remarked that this must feel like a French farce, running from one bedroom to the next, thrice up and down to answer that God-forsaking bell. He has 2 daughters, 16 and 10, and does MMA. He transcribes the acronym for me, mixed martial arts, and even though I don't know him and I'm not his mother, I feel it is my right to inform him that this sounds dangerous. I hate myself, but he is so gracious. Oh, older white lady telling him what to do. That's probably never happened to him before. I hate myself, but he's so gracious. We wind it up joking around. Everything is dangerous, he tells me, but not everything involves kidney kicks. I'm happy to listen to him, and beyond the cursory definition of farce and unsolicited advice about MMA, I talk little. I toss aside the scary pillow and the oppressive Laura Ashley knockoff comforter and try to get comfy in the worst Best Western hotel room. He leaves. 8:20 p.m. He intercoms me to do some biocals, which I think must be biological calibrations or calculations, calliopes. I don't hear clearly, but I open my eyes, move my eyes only right, only left, up and down, breathe in through my nose only, mouth only, cough 3 times. I will do the same in the morning. What can it mean? 11 p.m. By now, I must have fallen asleep after reading last week's New Yorker. When I do lights out, I cannot get the chords to correspond with my sleep position. A yoga half frog on my belly with one leg bent into my chest. I squiggle and squirm a little. Then, boom, I am awake. 1:30 a.m. Dee intercoms me, is everything all right? I ask the time, turn on the Grand Station Central Station lamp, and make us to read Emily Dickinson. I do this because I cannot reach my phone and I don't want to bother him. With my phone, I could listen to an audiobook. The truth is, mainly and urgently, I have to pee, but I try to suppress it, willing the urine back into my body. I'm afraid, correctly, that the brightly lit, icy trek with the added pressure of the unremembered code will further dash my sleep hopes, which happens because, of course, I do go. But I need to be unhooked first, and I need to carry the hookup with me down the frosty hallway. Stimulation, not rest or cash, rules everything around me. Dee is a champ, unfazed by the hideous, tired, hooked-up hag before him. At 9 p.m., he had kindly indulged my request to snap a photo, so I know what I'm talking about. Not pretty. I waddled down the hall once more, asked the code 7627. Back in room 2, I sheepishly asked him to hand me my phone so I can listen to someone else's voice because mine is saying, "What is that man's name?" I suck for not remembering it. Can he read my mind? What is in my mind at this ungodly hour? What is the next poetry assignment going to be? Am I a good mother? My phone is only at 22% charge. Will that get me through the night? I can't reach it anyway. Cordage. Did I lock the car? What if doorbell rings again? What does MMA stand for again? I don't want to be tired tomorrow. I don't want to have to go to the bathroom again. I have to go to the bathroom again. Suffering is caused by desire and aversion. I shiver back to room 2. D hooks me back up, and I readjust to the darkness. 5:30 a.m. Sunday. As he unplugs me, I ask D, and he tells me I dozed back around 3:30, a total of 4 hours. I fill out a form, blink my eyes one way and the next, etc. 6:45 a.m. Sunday. At home, I eat some chocolate and breakfast and lunch in rapid succession. I still have the squirts as I fret over my semester. As it happens, the poem a day's installment is a charming 19th century American poem, The Drowsy World Dreams On, by Walter Everett Hawkins, who the headnote tells me was an important figure in the transition of Black literature from the genteel modes of the 19th century to the flowering of Black militancy, often identified with the Harlem Renaissance. A flower bloomed out on a woodland hill. A song rose up from the woodland rill. But the flowerlet bloomed but to wither away, and no man heard what the stream had to say. For the drowsy world dreams on. I found this week's class assignment after all. Thank you.